My name is Anthony. I am a Vancouver-based filmmaker and a theater maker. I'm from Hong Kong.
I've always thought that double chin is a very silent one. Seems to be the norm in this place.
I think my goal as a filmmaker that comes from Hong Kong is to establish that I am from Hong Kong and I make films in Vancouver. I want to be an independent filmmaker or theater director that continues to write and develop and direct my own work. I think the moment where I was like, okay, I can't stay in Hong Kong anymore is when I think it was in 2014. There was this umbrella movement where people went on the streets and they were blocking main streets of Hong Kong because of universal suffrage. And I was there for a bit. And then after that, I was like, if I am going to establish my career as a filmmaker or whatever that I was thinking at the time, I need a place where I can express my artistic freedom.
Wow, you really look like your dad.
So scary.
神様、
Oh, voice.
お父さん早く豆を。
The case of Voice is over. It was made because I was trying to figure out, obviously it was made in the context that, okay, we have to make a film about Asian Canadians. And then in the process of making it, I'm just like, I'm actually not Asian Canadian. I'm just Asian. Yeah? I don't know if y'all feel me, but Asian Canadians are what I call CBC, or which refers to Canadian born Chinese. That's what people from home would say. That's Asian Canadian. I don't associate with that kind of losing your cultural heritage and trying to find that through food or whatever. That's always been a part that I have. I never had to find that. So Voice is Over was the process of battling between, okay, now I'm being tagged as an Asian Canadian or whatever that is, and trying to navigate through that identity. I directed the play because that seemed to be the right content for the format. The format was made in share screen and then Facebook Messenger. There's a lot of influence of social media, and that's the play that I needed to be. Christine Quintana, the playwright, was very generous to let me direct the play. And when I first got the play, I was like, why is an Asian dude directing a play about teenagers navigating sexual harassment? And then I think something that she said that really inspired me was that if you're already thinking about this question, then you're probably the right person to direct it. So I felt that was a huge encouragement for me to work on direct on works that's outside of what I'm comfortable with.
My friend Holly has always had a double chin under her jaw. Last year, she gave me a call and told me she wanted to become a pet sidekick. I think that was the last time I talked to her.
With fitting something, I wrote it in a month and shot it just by myself, and it was such a small scale thing. I asked my friend Howard to be in it, and because he's my friend as well, I was able to ask him to send me audio files or just materials of his voice so that he could just add different ADR into the clip. So with that, it's a lot more open to all kinds of different process. And when I edit it, I could just throw in whatever that I want him to say. I could just ask him on the phone, yo, send me this. And then I could see if the dialogue works, the line works, and if it works, then I'll put it in. And if it doesn't, that's fine. So in that sense, because it was such a small scale, I was able to have a lot of flexibility when it comes to creating the project and making choices. The risk of venturing into an animation piece was merely an experiment. I learned the software and I was just playing around with it, and I thought, okay, if I can't make the screenplay that I wrote, I may as well just make something with this. And I was also very influenced by a piece of work that my professor showed in class. And I thought, okay, maybe I'll just make a film in a very different process. You know, who cares? And then I just made it. And then people were like, oh my God, that's like, you know, one of the pieces that I like the most. And I was like, damn, fuck. So I thought that was very reassuring. Like, you don't need big budget or like huge crew to make something as long as your voice and, you know, your brain is there. And I think that's what people want to know. My name's Anthony Lee. I'm a filmmaker and a theater artist from Hong Kong. You can reach me through this little link here for my Instagram and right here for my email. I doubt that you'll actually reach out, but hey, why not? If you're interested to see my work or just interested to like hang out, I'm super down to meet people. Desperately looking for a pot of Venus flytrap from a micro backyard. And yeah,